April 9th, 2021, and it is blooming season in Tranquillity Garden. The Ceanothus bush back there was blooming actually last month, so it's on its last little legs on the blooms now. The bees loved it, but there are plenty of blossoms around to take its place. All the lizards are out of brumation. The birds are all over. It's almost 6 p.m., so it's not actually, there aren't so many around right now, but it's the perfect time for me to go out and about. Those are the bee's bliss and the creeping sage. The cherry tree is blossoming. I leave all the leaves underneath the fig tree to be homes for the critters, those small insects and such that nest in them over time. The hummingbird sage in those little clumps is doing really well. We are finally past the oxalis season, so thank God the oxalis are mostly gone, with lots of weeding, but at least they're not popping back up again as well. It is time for the salvia to bloom, not a California native, but the hummingbirds and bees and everything absolutely love it. And we've also got the lemon geranium. This is, oh my God, it smells just like lemon. It is such a hysterical, I love it. I really love it. And we are apparently moving in the other direction because somebody wants to roam a little bit more. Hey, kitten, come on, it's just me. Oh. Pick up the leash again. I had actually dropped the leash, but all right. And back on the other side to more blooming areas. The kitten's after a lizard there. She's not a kitten, she's like 4 years old now. But I just uploaded another video on how the rock piles protect the lizards. The kitten is very stymied by trying to get lizards in that rock pile. And I take her out on the leash, but there are also miscellaneous stray cats and other critters in the area. So even if I wasn't taking her out on a leash, the lizards still need protection. And that's why I have rock piles everywhere. Back to what's blooming in the yard. We have the tangerine tree. Oh, doing quite nicely. Oh my goodness, I was a little bit worried about the tangerine tree last year, but it's doing really well this year, and I'm looking forward to the tangerines. The white sage is doing quite well, not in blooming season yet. That's going to be another month or so. Behind it, the woolly blue curls is popping up. The woolly blue curls in the front, however, is not doing as well. I'm like, well, okay. Some yes, some no. It's always a little bit of a mixture. The buckwheat was blooming actually over the winter. That is a island buckwheat, and it has overgrown its ID. So I need to go ahead and bring that ID back out. But it was blooming over the winter. It is doing quite well there. We have the black sage over there, blooming with little tiny delicate white flowers. We have another sage over there, which I'm not 100. Don't. I'm actually, let's see, which sage is this? This is another bee's bliss. I should have known. I didn't think I had another bee's bliss planted over here. I guess I do. My garden always surprising me. Right. The California fuchsia is coming back in. That was a bare spot for the longest time. Over on the other side, we have no compost. Yay! It was down like about a foot, so I was postponing planting anything in the vegetable garden until the new compost in. So there is new compost, and the vegetable garden is ready for planting again. Oh, thank goodness. It's a little late for me to be planting my veggies, so I am happy to have that compost in and ready for me to plant. This guy is a firecracker penstemon, and he lives up to his name. He's actually a relatively new plant in the yard and did not blossom last year because he was so new. This year, blossoming, and look at that. Wow, does he stand out? And him against the lilac verbena. Oh, what a gorgeous, gorgeous combination of colors there. And the Blue Springs Foothill penstemon is also blossoming out right now. It was much bigger last year, so this year is obviously a let's group year. They sort of alternate years for when their most blooming period is. But what a combination of colors that is. Oh, gorgeous. I had the meadow area trimmed down because it was getting a little bit festering, and now look at it. Oh, it's doing really, really well. So happy meadow area there. California natives as well. So really good, and we are really happy. And the cat has not caught her lizard, which is a good thing for the lizard, and it keeps the cat entertained. And see the other video for more amusement value there. Alrighty. The soap plant, actually, something's been nibbling on the soap plant. Not quite sure what, but other critters are. But that's okay. It's surviving. It's doing well. We are all doing well. It's a happy time in the Tranquillity Garden. That's what the garden is for. Everybody's enjoying themselves. Yeah, that not quite so tranquil, but still enjoying herself. And this weekend's going to be vegetable planting. Yay!